Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Final Fantasy XVI. We are at the gates of Northreach trying to get through, and Isabel says she can help us get there. But there's gonna be a price to pay, and I do wonder what it is. Because he does seem to have some kind of liking towards Clive, but we'll have to see what she'll make us do. For now, let's just go.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
For now.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Oh, come on. I'm just trying to do an honest living here.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
I agree with you, Clive. You don't. Like I said in the last episode, the only thing we have to wonder is what does she want us to do for the, let's say, favor she did for us. But let's have a little bit of a look around as far as the game will let us before we go into the Vale. Just in case there is one or two. Okay. I'm just here to see if there are any chests I can play around with. And of course to see how the town actually looks. Alright, so a little patch of land, a watchtower at sea. And of course the gigantic castle with the crystal, of course, our destination. So many details, so clearly seen. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, let's stay in the town for now. There should be things of interest here as well, next to the Vale, of course. Is he really using magic to blow the sheets dry? That is so not necessary. Just have patience. The place itself isn't really that big, is it? Just like a border crossing with a nice brothel on the side. Yes, it is.
Think I might see you tonight? Depends on how much you want to see.
Oh yes. Considering what I've seen so far, it's almost a one-on-one guards versus, let's just say, ladies of the night.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Alright. So what are you gonna have us
Thank you
do?
for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh,
That we
take
will.
this. Proof of
steal.
that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Yes, prioritize.
I should probably start here.
Yes, talk to the people, learn what we can.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
Alright, so we cannot go inside.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Yeah, I'm gonna expect that she is somewhere outside of town, or at least this place. So let's talk to anyone here to find out some clues, and I do see that there is at least one or two side quests here as well, so after that we'll pick those up too.
The dame sees that all of us share a bedchamber. It discourages unwanted visits from some of our more determined clients. And that means we grow close. If anyone knows where Tatienne went, it'll be her chambermaid.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dane was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Well, I'm pretty sure that scar was not from battle.
Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Because that boy does have a lot of stalker vibes going on. But yeah, that's at least a key witness to this all. So we definitely need to have a chat with him.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil.
How about the veil, then drinks?
Wait, 3? Ooh, there are lots of things to do in here. Maybe I should take time just to pick those up before talking to our suspect. Because I expect that these psychos will not be too involved.
Sword? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Well, if the reward is good enough, why not?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on.
Sure.
And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Alright, let's do that, because the main quest will still be on the map, because it's part of the main story, I'm sure.
1 package to each of my 3 customers beyond the wall. And remember, fresh from the master's table.
Okay, I am very curious to see what it is, but I think I should respect his wishes not to check up on the goods before delivering them.
Don't think I haven't got my eye on you, Branded. On you go.
No one's allowed through the gate.
Not getting any fresher.
However do they get that?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Oh, you definitely meant something by it. Just that I'm useful to you now that you're a little bit nicer.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. just as promised.
You trying to woo one of the ladies at the Vale?
I'd be dead in a ditch if it weren't for Etienne's blessings.
I'm beginning to think that he's selling drugs of some kind. That would be a proper blessing.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package, fresh from the Master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Well, at least he's honest with what he thinks about bearers, just like most people do.
Speak of this to anyone, and there'll be nightshade in your morning gruel.
Which is extremely poisonous, just in case you're wondering what kind of threat that was. Alright, let's pick up this item and then deliver the last one. 12 gil, again, rewards on the floor. Not so much in this game, is it? Because considering that 12 gil is actually one of the highest amounts I found on the ground.
What did you say was in these pies?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
Alcohol?
All this for a drink.
It is.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, alright. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
It's just a trade by goods instead of money.
Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
If I learn you let the guards find that bottle, you'll have me to answer to.
Sure, we'll make sure it's fine, don't worry.
Fish, all from the sea of grace. With reds, white.
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by.
Yeah, I know. Still standing where he was. Just in some dark alley.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
Yeah, we
I didn't
noticed.
realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Well, let's be honest, I wasn't helping you for the dame, I was helping you because I am a hero and hero help people. That's all. Ooh. Some items, you get so many of them. I'm pretty sure those will have the max of 9,999.
The dame will be delighted to hear of your success.
I'm sure she will be.
Or did one of them get on this side of the gate?
So let's see if we can get to the side quest without triggering the main one. Even though the main one is actually talking to a person, so... I am hoping that we actually need to interact with the guy, so we can just walk past him.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine, I'll take you out. It's okay. Let's fight.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
If you're both gonna attack me, it is in definition an unfair fight. 2 against 1.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
I will not use those words. I might say you defeated me, but I'm not gonna say you pounded me. No particular reason.
Alright, so you know one end of a blade from the other.
Damn, that's a talent. Where you have to just talking while you're on the floor.
Fuck me.
No, thank
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Huh. So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How the bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
It's over. Got potential. I'll give you that.
Just stay on the floor and you'll be fine. It's okay.
That's enough.
Everybody would understand. Soldiers bested.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas! The bastard didn't even break a sweat!
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
I'll make sure that as long as I'm here, that she is safe. Meteorite, always good.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe don't mention this to the dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble for brawling now, will we?
Extra drills it is then.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
Absolutely
About
not.
What?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
He wants us to deliver some food to other bearers? I'd be more than happy to do that.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Is there a specific word you want me to whisper in her ear, or just anything random?
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
We'll do our best to prevent that, you know that. Now let's try and see if we can find them.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Ah, so we need to do them in order too. That's fine.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
It is. But it does shine that light upon the bearers that how bad they are actually treated. And that there are still some people that are genuinely good. Because they want to help them. Which is saying a lot. Alright, let's see if we can find that one. He seems a bit low.
It's not been half a moon since Belen's talk.
Ah, there you are.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Alright, almost got her in trouble with that, but at least she got the food now, and hopefully she can keep it hidden until the bastard is away for now.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! Jack, you'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Damn. He really is at the end of his rope.
Has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that's the whole thing, isn't it? This is one of those other quests that just to show us how bad bearers have it. So that we have the chance and we can help them, that we'd be more than happy to do so.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain?
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
And again, she seems to really like Clive, the Dame. I still wonder what will happen tonight when we are waiting for Sid and Jill to get through the gate.
We always look forward to your visits, Clive. The Dame especially.
Alright,
Well then.
that's everything done and settled. Because the reason, like I always do my sagas, of course, to make sure that we do them so they don't disappear after a certain event. Because even though the rewards are pretty little, it does help every little bit.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
True. But I do like the fact that Clive knows what those soldiers want and why they need to go to the Vale. Like, the dame appreciates it, definitely.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Alright, investigating time it is.
Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his means. Now he is loyal to me.
Basically, she'll let him off with a big gigantic discount, and he is there to do favors for her whenever it's needed. I get it. Alright, let's get out of town and see on the map where we actually have to be. It is at least in a new part of the region. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna talk to the guy on the next episode.
How many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Exactly. For now, I just want to explore a little bit while we make our way over to Moor.
Excellent. Another fight.
Well, they attacked me, let's be honest. Worgen as well. So, a lot of hostiles on the way. It does seem like it's a small hovel that we're aiming for.
Go on, back to the pens with ya. I need you fit for the morrow's harvest.
I'm curious to that place, but let's check it out when we're on our way to... Ooh, another side quest. We're on our way towards the Crystal City, of course.
You heard me. You, branded, here, now.
No. Only only for that comment, you'll have to wait till next time before I deem you worthy to talk to. Level 21. So the enemies are decently leveled here. We have 2 side quests. Really? I was just perusing the area. Can you not attack me while we do so?
Stay down.
Exactly. Right, that's fine. As I was saying, there are 2 side quests in the area before we head over to more. So that will be our starting point for the next episode. I want to have a closer look to see if there's a waypoint here.
Not much chance I'd make it through the
make it
penitence
travel
gate without
better
someone
next time.
recognizing me as a deserter. Sid had better have a plan.
I hope so too. But for that plan to work, we should definitely be all together here. But it doesn't seem like on this road there is a waypoint. There's probably one when we get past the gate, but that's definitely not something... Ooh, wait. Never mind. Let's see if we can activate that one. And we did, good. That way we already have easy travels towards that location, which is good. Alright, so like I said, next time we're gonna go over to more, do the side quest, and then go straight into the investigation of where the girl is and see if we can find her. Or at least find evidence of what happened to her. So who knows, maybe he sold her off and we need to continue our travels in order to try and find her, or need to rescue her from the one he sold them through, or maybe from the guy itself. But we'll figure it out on the next episode. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we try to rescue the girl from the Veil. See you then. Bye bye.